You probably know all the things people say about Planet Fitness, but here's quite a hot take. Go to Planet Fitness. Okay. Let me explain myself. Planet Fitness is not the best. 70% of the gym is treadmills and ellipticals. They have no free barbell weights, just Smith machines. So when you want to train bench press or squat, you're not training the same muscles as you would on a normal one. Really missing out on a lot of stabilization effects, which is especially core. And don't even start with deadlifts. Deadlifts on the Smith machine are just straight up dangerous for you to do. I mean, it's not like you're just pulling the bar up. You're pulling it way back. You're basically giving yourself an arc on a deadlift. You can't do that weight, you're just like cracking that back. I mean, I switched from Planet Fitness for this reason. I mean, I really want to do squats and I couldn't, so I was stuck doing Bulgarian split squats. I want to do deadlifts, but I couldn't, so I just had to do bent over rows. And I basically just skipped bench press for months because I didn't want to do the dumbbell press. And it taught me a lot of habits that I had to break when I switched to a real gym. However, with all of these negatives, still go to Planet Fitness. I say this because it's more important to go to a gym than to worry about the quality and then never go to the gym. I know so many people that skipped out on going to Planet Fitness and instead just stayed at home doing at-home workouts, continuously doing push-ups and pull-ups way later than they should have been. I mean, I'm not excusing this either. I was so hesitant on going to Planet Fitness that I spent $200 on getting a dumbbell set rather than just going to Planet Fitness, seeing how it worked, and get a membership for like $200 for a year. This hurt me in the long term because I, like a lot of other people I know, were pretty inconsistent with their home gym. I'd maybe work out every like 3 days, and then when I did remember the workout, it'd be like at 8:30 when I just got that like 8:30 motivation. I'm like, oh crap, I've got to work out. So then I work out an hour before going to bed, and then I'd have a tough time going to bed, hurting my overall mental capacity and recovery. It was a real mess. And I would have literally saved money by going to the gym because now I only use my at-home dumbbells if I want to finish up my workout at my house or something. And I wouldn't go to the gym because of social nerves in a lot of ways. I thought I was going to get judged and people were going to just stare at me because I wouldn't know what I was doing. And it ended up being, oh hey, there's this new exercise I learned. Let me look up how to do it. And then I start doing it. Gosh, I missed out on so much progress. But what do you do? Most newbies, the reason that they don't work out is because they just don't know what to do. Well, I got you. Here's some easy exercises that you can just include on your very first day. And this will be in push-pull-leg format. So for push day, you're going to start off with overhead press. And make sure that you're standing so you can get some really good activation on your core and other stabilizing muscles that will help you in your day-to-day life. You want to target the shoulders because they're the most aesthetic part of a push day. The chest is a muscle that you really yourself likes the most, but the shoulders really adds to the V-taper. That's what we're usually going for. Remember, the ideal body type is where shoulder to shoulder is 1.6 times the length as your waist. Of course, next is bench press, which is just a really nice compound movement that hits a bunch and develops the chest. And next would be the lateral raise, which is really important for hitting the lateral muscle on your shoulder. And then next will be the incline bench, which is really important for hitting the upper chest, which really doesn't grow that well compared to the lower chest. So you really want to try to prioritize it in your workout plan. And for more advanced lifters, which I say is like 9 to 12 months, you're probably going to want to start doing incline bench before regular bench, just so that you can prioritize the upper chest gains versus the lower chest gain. Next would be the reverse pec deck, which is really good for building the rear delts, which basically no bodybuilder, no gym goer really works on. It's one of the smallest muscles compared to average people of gym goers. And an aesthetic shoulder is one where all 3 sides are popping out. And last is the upper chest flies, which are really good at hitting the upper chest and is a nice workout to end your day off on. And next would be the pull day, and where we're going to start off with deadlift, which really just hits 2 muscles in particular really well that we're focused on here, which is the lats and the back in general, as well as the traps. The traps are a really aesthetic muscle, especially when you get them popping out. And if you do deadlifts, you're just never going to have to worry about your traps because the deadlifts are just such a good muscle builder. You may be saying that it works out your legs, so maybe you want to include it on leg day. And the answer is absolutely not, because it's mostly working your back and your traps, and your legs aren't going to be that tired, especially if you do pull day before push day. You give yourself a 48-hour break before you go to leg day. So deadlift, must have. And next would just be the bicep curl, just basic builder. Not much I can say about it. And then next is going to be the pull-up, which is an amazing lat builder. And it's really nice because you can either subtract weight if you're someone like myself, struggles doing pull-ups, or hopefully in the future, you add weight and really load up your back in a way that a lot of exercises can't. Pull-ups are basically just a better lat pull-down in general. Next would be hammer curls, which are really good at hitting the biceps, but also the forearms, and really get that vascularity. And then you can also combine that with farmer carries, which does the same thing. You can do that during your rest period and whatnot. And next would be cable rows, which I just find as an easy to end back exercise that really allows you to target the lats to get that mind muscle connection that a lot of these fitness gurus talk about in a way that deadlift has a hard time doing. And the last is the chin up, which again, like the cable row, is really good at getting that sensation in your bicep. And you just have to focus on, instead of pulling your body up above the bar, making sure to pull your head towards the bar. And that's how you can focus on the biceps without getting too much back activation. Other than that, pull day is a really fun day. You're gonna enjoy it. And on the other hand, we got leg and triceps. And you might be asking yourself, Dylan, why did you add triceps to leg day? And the reason is twofold. First is because I wanted to equalize the amount of volume I had each day. It seemed kind of dumb to me that I would have maybe 3 or 4 on one day and then like 12 on another. And so I wanted to do that so I could equalize the amount of exercises I did each day. And then probably more importantly is I add triceps over because that's one of my most favorite things to work out. And then I also hate doing legs, and so it really gives me a motivating factor to do leg day. So without triceps being there, I don't know how many leg days I would have skipped in the past because I was thinking about, whatever. People only look at my upper body anyways. Who cares about my legs? So yeah, getting back to it. Start off with a squat, which is just an amazing all-around compound movement builder for the legs. And then go into tricep dips, which basically everything I said about the pull-up and the chin-up just applies here. You can always do it at the same machines and whatnot. Next is a leg press, which I found is really good at hitting both the quads and the calves and really allows you to get that isolation on the quad muscle. And next would be the straight bar pull down, which self-explanatory. Next would be the RDL, which really helps you get the glute and thigh activation. And lastly, ending off with tricep extensions, either the underhand or overhand variation. All of this can be done at your Planet Fitness, and all are high-level exercises that even advanced lifters use. Might suck that you can't really bench press or deadlift, but you can still make a lot of progress while you're at Planet Fitness. And once you start getting into that habit, and I've been going to Planet Fitness for 3 months straight, then that's when you can look into getting a more expensive gym membership. So I guess my main takeaway from this video is stop making excuses and start going to the gym. It's the first step to making all the progress that you want to make. And if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe and like the video, as I'm a small channel. I can take all the help I can get. And don't forget to put in the work, put in the hour, and think better. Now go get ripped, protein shake.